Starfield is probably the biggest launch of this year, but many people are a bit disappointed with it. But why is that exactly? Well, I think it has to do with the biggest problem that this game faced and still faces, and that is the way it was marketed. But before getting in the video, like and subscribe, thank you. During all the presentations and announcements that this game received before launch, Starfield was made to look like the next step in gaming evolution, with exploration of thousands of worlds and RPG elements and combat and intricate quest lines and customization. And yes, this game offers all of this, but not at a never before seen level. Bethesda has always made big open world RPGs, but set on Earth, with a single map, and always those games came with something innovative. Fallout 3 was impressive for its time, the same with Skyrim. They introduced new mechanics, new depth to quest lines and factions. They had deep lore connecting the universe they were set in, and this made them really unique. And Starfield offers all of this, and is a good game, but it doesn't offer anything more. In terms of quests and factions and characters, I'm not really sure what more Bethesda could have done, because they were always masters at this, and you can see this in Starfield. But the biggest miss they had with this game is the exploration. When we all heard that Starfield was gonna have thousands of worlds, we didn't expect that all of them would have stuff to explore, because they were gonna be procedurally generated for resources, but it doesn't even do that because the game doesn't generate the entire planet, it only generates the area you are in. And the planets that they did manually create still feel empty. Go outside any city or outpost, and there is nothing out there. And I realized that this game has multiple planets that they handcrafted with multiple cities, but if you put all these cities together with all the outposts, it still doesn't feel that impressive. Yes, they did make some cities and some outposts that are probably copy and pasted, but that's it. We wanted something bigger and better than the dungeon system from Skyrim, and we didn't get that. We got, I would say, about the same, and comparing the maps between these two games, it's not really something that impressive. And what makes the exploration even worse is the fact that you can't fly your ship anywhere you want. Yes, you can fly it in space, but that's about it. And the fact that the flying actually feels nice just rubs it in even harder. Like, yes, you can fly your ship in space, but there's nothing in space, that's why it's called space, so unless you want to mess around and look at planets, flying is pretty useless. What we wanted is to be able to fly our ship in the planet's atmosphere and go land wherever we want and fly our ship through intricate relief. That would have been amazing. And because of the way that this game was made to look like the next big thing, I personally thought that we would get that. And if it weren't Bethesda that did this game, then yes, probably I wouldn't have hoped for that. But because we're talking about Bethesda here, and in the past seeing their power to innovate games, I think these expectations were justified. I don't know from a game design point of view how hard it would have been to bring that to life. I'm guessing pretty hard, but again, it's Bethesda we're talking about. They're owned by Microsoft, they have unlimited budget. But from what I've said so far, it may sound like I hate the game, but that's not the case. I actually like it and find it enjoyable. But I've played this before, and not once, but multiple times. And I have to say that it gets boring after some time. After I finished writing this, I saw that Starfield surpassed Skyrim in the all-time concurrent players on Steam. You can see the details here, and I have to say that this is insane. So it's clear that people like the game with all its flaws. Like, look at the reviews on Steam, they're mostly positive, but still I can't stop to wonder how Starfield would have looked like if all we hoped for it was a reality. But that's it for this video. Tell me what you think of Starfield in the comments, and maybe leave a like and subscribe because it does really help me a lot. And I will see you soon. Probably not with a Starfield video because I made too many of them. So the next game we'll be talking about is probably Death Stranding. So watch out for that. Goodbye.